Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome if you're new. This is this year's sketchbook flip through video. These are all of the sketchbooks I've worked in this year. A couple got finished, most did not. The goal was to finish a couple of them, and I missed the mark a little bit, but I did work in all of these this year. So we are going to go ahead and flip through them pretty quickly. I'm not going to talk too much in depth. Well, I'm going to try to control myself. All right, keep this under an hour. And yeah, let's just jump in. Let's get started. I'm going to spin these back around so they're stacked more appropriately. Slide them off to the side. They're very heavy. They're super heavy, you guys. Okay. All right. Well, we were starting with you. Come back here. Come back, little buddy. There we go. We're going to start with this. These little ones right here. Hung up on that. There we go. Let's just give it a little spin. We'll keep them off to the side right here. And as we work through, let's turn my cup warmer off. Move him out of the way. Just for safety, you know. Here's my water bottle. Hydrate, you guys. Hydration is key. That noise you're hearing in the background, I probably could turn it off. Hold on. It's the heater. I noted that in my last. That is my chair. I didn't get an expensive chair when I moved, so yeah. This one creaks a bit. Let's just jump right in. These I bought at Michael's Craft Store. This is the first one I ever bought. Thought it was the cutest little thing I ever saw. They're just green. The stickers on the front are mine. This is one of my little stickers that will be up in next year's shop. And this is another one. I love my rainbow one. Yeah, so we have these. I also have two more. I have two more of these that I could not resist buying last year. So keeping that in mind, this one we only did a couple pages in. I put a little bookmark in there so that you guys know that this is just a quick one. Just a little quick flip. Let's zoom in a little bit. Zoom. And then, yeah, I didn't do anything on here yet, but I will, because I like a nice full sketchbook. Just a little cute little hobbit door. Nothing crazy. We'll zoom way in so you guys can really see what's happening. So yeah, little cute hobbit door, mixed media, ink, watercolor. And you can see there's a little bit of sparkle in the watercolor. Focus. That's my new Beam watercolors, which I love. And then I did a little sketch of a house, ink and colored pencil, and a little bit of chalk on that. And then again, Beam watercolors. I was shooting for an autumn scene with a little house. I really love the glow, the glitter glow of the Beam paints. And then just a little sketch in graphite. And that's it. That's all we did in this one. So this was meant to be a little houses challenge book, and that didn't happen. So I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with that or not, or just sketch away and willy-nilly. Now this one I've had since December of 2022, and I did not look to see. Yeah, those are last year. Where these start. Yeah, that's last year. That's last year. Oh, here we go. There's a date. I try to date my pages so that I don't have to struggle, you know. December of 2022. I got a little weird flower doodle, unfinished pages. Some ink and dots of the I know it's shiny. It's the King Art gel sticks. Those are so much fun. If you can get those, I recommend them. They're really fun to use. Little ink drawing right here of a plant. Doodling freehand while sitting watching TV with ink and watercolor. More doodles. These are my pen toppers that I have for inspiration. I use them for inspiration for drawing. I don't know where they are offhand. But yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna keep pushing through because I don't want this to take a long time. Some cool drawings of whale and, well, to me cool, octopi, little watercolor and ink landscape. I was shooting for a nighttime landscape. I really like to do this, to doodle in black and gray and then add a pop of color. I think that is so pretty. I didn't intend for this to be that, but that's what it turned into. I don't ever have an intention when I open my sketchbook. I just open it and start sketching. And then little zebra and ink with a colored pencil, little ink, drawing of a cute little bird with colored pencil on top. And then here's some just doodles of plants and a bee and butterfly? God, I don't know, some flying object. An eye practice, which I think turned out super good. I really like it actually. It's colored pencil and a touch of ink. This is colored pencil doodle of a butterfly. Graphite, gel pen, I think there's just highlighter in there for this whole section. This is some sort of glitter paint that I have. It's not my beam paints. I honestly couldn't tell. Oh, that might be marker. That might be my Arteza glitter markers. But I love how he turned out. I think he turned out super cool. I like the textures on him, his beak and around his eye. I like this. It's a copy of a drawing that I found on Pinterest I just really liked. And I like the fact that it went from sunset into darkness. I didn't quite catch the subtlety of that, but I really like that. I really like the idea of it. So I tried it. Doodling with those the King Art gel sticks again. Graphite picture of a cow. She kind of not, the light's kind of making her a little, maybe I should turn this big light on so you can see better what I'm doing. My little graphite cow. Graphite tends to shine and not look as nice on camera as it does in person. The gel sticks again, doing a little, oh, that's what that is. This is gel sticks and colored pencil and chalk, I think, and ink. This is the King Art gel sticks. That's what that is. I got them for Christmas last year, not 2023, 2022, not this year, last year. A couple quick just ink drawings. This was a graphite drawing, and then I put ink line work over the top because I really have a problem leaving graphite drawings alone. A couple doodles of plants with watercolor wash. Maybe I should scooch out just a bit so you can see the length of this. There we go. I did a bunch of drawings this way because I like to do that in my sketchbooks. A little water lily plant. I forget what they're called. I was just really on a roll with plants and watercolor wash. Ink and watercolor wash is one of my favorite ways to create. And this is colored pencil. Just a doodle of a tree. And I really love the soft, subtle colors, the purple and green. Just as something different to draw with. And mountainscape. I really like how that turned out. A couple little bushes with a little dragonfly. a path in the woods and some trees. Just ink, and then I went over the ink. I kind of smudged it around with the watercolor, with water, and created that gray. And then this is a comic that I just picked up last year. I haven't read it yet, but I love the art in it. I absolutely love the art in it. And it looks like a story that I'll enjoy. It's on the reading list for this year, so if you're following along with my new journaling videos, which will be out every other, they're going to be bi-weekly videos, creating my journal pages, art journals, and a reading journal. But yeah, these are two of the characters, which I thought were cute. I drew in pencil. There's a little deer drawing in gel pen, purple gel pen, and the previous bleeding of whatever was on the other pages. This mishmash. I think I was at the river by my apartment in New York when I did this one. A doodle of the bushes and then some watercolor wash. Yeah, and then there were boats on the river, and I was trying to convey it in black ink brush pen, and it didn't quite work out. Not sure. It looks like maybe it wants to be a mushroom drawing in a forest. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Oh, I was doodling at a restaurant, and this happened. All I had was a red and blue and graphite pen, so that's what happened there. And then this was a different day. This is while I was traveling across the country, moving here. These ones. At night I would stop at a restaurant for dinner, and I would break out all my travel art supplies that I had, and I did some ink drawing and colored pencil. I think that turned out super cool. I really like it. I enjoy it. Just out of my head, doodling around. Another doodle page while having dinner one night. Same art supplies. Same exact art supplies, just wanted something to doodle with. Well, this is an attempt at doing a long version of this mushroom, but that didn't turn out, so I just left it alone. And I went ahead and did this while I was eating dinner out one night. I ended up picking up myself some colored pencils. So I really like how this one turned out. I think it would make a cute sticker. I'm going to make a super cute sticker. That's just me. And then this is out of my imagination, just a mushroom, and little drippies, and I really like it. I think that'd make a neat sticker as well. Less these, I just think it's cool. And then I like this one too. I've been asked to make this into a sticker, like a large sticker. Also these are all, like, this is was my eating out doodle pad. So that's what these are. Me doodling without reference photos. And then that's a scribble page from my granddaughter or grandson. Yeah, because it's from Astrid, because these are after I moved here. Cute little dragons. They're adorable. And then another scribble page from Astrid, and that's it. We only have a couple pages left in here to get through. And these are Artist Loft. That's a password to something. I put what the book is in the back of the book because I don't remember. But this is an Artist Loft sketchbook, 75-pound paper, 80 pages. So yeah, that's that little buddy. Now these I'm going to be super fast because these are my watercolor, World Watercolor Month books, and I made little covers for them. I made these books as well. These are my first attempts at making my own sketchbooks to paint and draw in. It is something I'm into. I love doing it, and I actually have several books that I'm making right now. But these are that. There is an exclusive World Watercolor Month in-depth flip and talk of what each page is and the prompts and all that. But yeah, we're just going to do a quick flip of all of the paintings. I'm not going to talk about them. I'm just going to flip. I made that into one of my postcards for patrons. That's one of my favorites. This is one of my favorites. Not so much. And I bounced from book to book throughout the year, so they're not in order. And then, yeah, I love this. I think that turned out amazing. That was supposed to be a desert one. That was try one. I think I went to the other book for it. And there's another. I love the clouds in this one. I think they turned out amazing. And then this one, I really like that one too. This one's okay. I was sampling colors on this side from new colors that I got. I really like the idea of this one, but the execution was not where I wanted it to be. So that's that half. And then this one, we kind of go landscape, portrait, landscape, portrait. This was day one. And then the birdie. And then this guy. I love this one. I love to do galaxies. And that's just out of my imagination, no prompt or anything. This guy. And this guy. This I think is just super cute. And then this was going to be, this was attempt one at this painting. I changed my mind. Instead of zeroing in on a couple of elements of the room, I decided to do the entire room. And I like that better. And then I didn't like him when I first did him, but I kind of like him now. And then this, I love these finished sketchbooks. And you can just flip from page to page. This was from just my imagination. I love my puppy dog painting. It's not my dog, it's a dog. I just loved her face. And then for each one I wrote the prompt underneath so that I would know later what day and what prompt it was. So yeah, I like how this one turned out. That was a lot of fun to paint. I didn't do anything on this one. I was supposed to do spacious up there, and I ended up doing it down here. There we go. And then, Cap's shield. I've painted Cap's shield a couple of different times. This isn't my favorite one that I've ever done, but I do like it. Little ice cream shop painting. Not one of my best. Little cute little saucy bird. I love painting birds. This one, I love how this turned out. I want to do a series of the these characters from this era. Boris Karloff, I think. I'd have to ask Chris. I don't remember off the top of my head. I should probably write that down, that I want to do that series. And there's this guy. And this is just a doodle from my imagination. The prompt was splatter, and I just had fun with it. Loved it. Whistle. I love that. I really like this one. And then this is the last one for day 31, which was impulse. My impulse was to paint another galaxy. And that's 2 completed, and this is 31 paintings altogether, which was so nice to complete. I'm gonna skip that one for now because I only did a couple pages in these next few journals. This is a Palettefull Packs journal that I got last year. I love it. It's got black paper. This is all the supplies we got. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see the whole thing. Remember where I'm at with what I'm doing. And I decided that I would make this into my practicing on black paper. This is metallic colored pen. Oh wait, I put up here a little, on each drawing I decided to put a little piece of tissue paper and write down what I used. Previous page is swatches of the Palettefull Packs supplies, and this is the landscape that we did with them from the prompts. Lots of metallic pencils and different white tools, and this is what happened with those supplies. And I really kind of like it. It's a little, there we go, that's more true to the colors. Very pretty in real life. And then this one is Colored Pencil Moonscape. It was meant to be like a cloudy moonscape. I don't really care for it, but that's what sketchbooks are for. And I tried to use a blending medium on the colored pencil and it wrinkled the paper all up, and I really don't care for it. And this is a pastel mountain landscape. Someone told me it looked like waves. This is a video on YouTube, like ocean waves instead of a mountainscape. It reads either way for me. And that is chalk pastel, which is why there's tissue paper over the top of it, because before I put tissue paper on, this is what happens when you use your sketchbook for creating. This is my fix. This is the King Art gel pens. Can you believe it? It's shining. There we go. Isn't it pretty? They work so well on the black paper. And they go down nice and smooth, and they blend really nicely. Yeah, I really dig the King Art gel sticks a lot. King Art gel sticks again. A nighttime, what is it? What are those lights? Y'all know what I mean. The northern lights. Whew, wow. With a starry sky. And the way I got the stars was flicking chalk pastel onto the gel sticks while they were wet. And because these dry, look at that, they dry, those gel sticks dry. So they don't come off the page, but because I used pastel, I always cover it up. Started a pastel or colored pencil drawing, didn't care for it, stopped. That's where that'll probably stay. Unless I come back over it with gouache. This is another chalk pastel, starlit, like looking up at the sky and in the evening. I love how that turned out. Pastels on the black paper is just dreamy for nighttime scenes. Colored pencil piece, just having fun with colored pencil on the black paper, seeing what it would do. Yeah, I like it. I like how it turned out. This is a wave, like a section of water moving. I believe it goes this way. Yeah. Oops. No. Come on down. There we go. The wave is coming down this way, and this is colored pencil and some of that chalk pastel over the top. Yeah, I should put a piece of tissue paper over that. And then, let's see. That was supposed to be a gradient sky in the gel sticks. Kind of didn't turn out as nicely as I wanted it to. Kind of a nighttime desert scene with a gradient sky. And then a moonscape over a treetop. This is actually one of Barbara's pictures. My patron Barbara let me use one of her pictures for this one. Super fun. And was that it? Oh, I have a bookmark way back there. That's my bookmark, and that's all we did in this one. So we've got quite a chunk left to finish, right? So another one for this year's what do you call it? Goals, endeavors. I don't know where to, I'm going to set these right here. This is my Nice Humans stickers on there. This, I forget what, where I got this or what book it is. I honestly don't remember. If anyone remembers what book this is, pop it in the comments below. But I created my own cover for it in ink and paint pen, Posca paint pens, which I think is fun. I love the cover. But I've had this for a while. When did I start? 2019, and we only did a few paintings this year. Yeah, that's 22. I think, yeah, the paintings for this year either start here or on the next page, but this is gouache. This whole book is strictly for gouache. This is my gouache practice book, and I really meant to get in here a lot more. I was really excited to play with gouache this past year, and I did not play as much as I wanted to, but I love it. I love gouache. I prepped these pages to paint. I had a plan. I did the turtle, and then I forgot my plan because I stopped and put it away and forgot to get it back out. So I don't know what I'm doing with this. It will get finished at some point, which is why I left the tape. And then this was a fun practice. It was just a day of practicing landscapes with gouache. That was my practice for the day. I'll zoom in a bit so you can really see them all. But I love how they turned out. This one, I did for different reasons. I like each one for different reasons, but super fun. I actually made this one into a sticker as well. I think the pink one's really pretty too. I put gouache down in a very watercolor way. Sorry. I don't talk this much. And then close the pages and open them back up and let them dry, just to see what kind of cool textures would be created. And I like the textures so much, I don't know if I want to paint over them. So that's those. This was a fun day of taping off the pages, picking some colors, and doing some practice. This one, I've done this same reference photo in pastels as well. In watercolor, and then I put pastel over the top of it. It's one of my YouTube videos that's out there. I believe this is a video. This gouache practice is a video in my gouache playlist. This was super fun to try to do, lightning over the ocean. I had a blast painting this. And then I was going to do Inktober stuff in here, and I didn't do Inktober, so I'm going to paint over this. And that is all we've done in this book so far this year. So there's quite a bit left to finish. And gouache is one of my goals for this year, so be on the lookout for lots of Monday gouache painting sessions. This one is a mixed media. Came in an art box. That's what book this is. It's a Grumbacher book. It's very nice. Oh, here we go. It's an Art Snacks for the August 22 Art Snacks box. Didn't really work in it much. After I got it, I did this for the challenge. It was recreated the cover of one of my lovely games that I just love and have not played as much as I want to. And then we just did a couple fun, loose paintings in it, and that's it. That's as much as... But this is one of those books where you can pull the page all the way out and pop it back in and pop it back in to work on it. I probably won't do that, but it is an option. I don't like the binding of this sketchbook, which is why I haven't worked in it, because it's in the way, basically. I need to put something under either side so that it lays flat, which is kind of a hassle. But yeah, lots of pages to play with, and it's very nice paper. So that's that one. This is a mixed media pad from Strathmore that I got. I went ahead and did some backgrounds in the first few pages to draw over the top of. This is Neocolor 2 crayons over a watercolor wash. I love this drawing so much. I love everything about it. The background, I love the owl, I love the sparkle from the Neocolor 2s. I use them as pastel sticks and just a touch of water to blend them smooth and make them look less color crayony, because they do have nice texture. And this is all Neocolor 2 practice over watercolor. This turned out terrible. I was trying to do a really pretty soft looking rose, one of those wild roses, and yeah, things got away from me a bit. I think too dark of a cut background for too soft of an idea, if that makes sense. The way I was using the Neocolor 2s wasn't intense enough. Another background with really beautiful watercolors that have a bit of sparkle. They're my Daniel Smith duo colors. And I went ahead and let the background bleed through and did this beautiful manatee. And he is also Neocolor 2 over watercolor. I think he turned out super cute. I love him. And then this is just a room. I liked the texture of the paint and decided to do an ink drawing, very see-through. Like you can see very plainly see the texture of the background through all of the elements in the drawing, and colored in with colored pencil just very, very lightly. Kind of like it. It's different from what I normally do. And then I started this doorway drawing in colored pencil, stopped for some mysterious reason and never got back to it. And that is as much as I've done in here, except for these different background. Oh, no, I lie. We got some of these fun practices of, scoot that back. What do you call these? Dandelion poofs? That's what I've called them my whole life. On the super vibrant backgrounds, which was a weird idea, right? But I really like how they turned out. And then I have more backgrounds to work on later. And I think that's it. That's all. Yep, that's all that we've done in this one. So we've got lots of playtime in this one as well for this year. Now this is a purposely unfinished book. I have ideas for my color books that I want to create this year. I want to create some adult coloring books. All children can use them too, but intended for adults. And these are some of my designs that I have created already. I'm going to do a quick flip of them. Very excited about the idea. Very happy with my, this one's unfinished. I'm going to put sea snails in there, I believe. And yeah, these are some of my ideas for my, that's what this sketchbook is dedicated to. Nothing else is in here. It's strictly ideas for adult coloring books. Some of the drawings are not quite there, but some are. Most are. So these are all just ink drawings with a white background for easy scanning and applying to coloring book pages. And some of these have been watercolor paintings on my channel or in-depth. I have a big piece that I did with elements like this in it. Yeah, and this is going to be a dolphin page. And that's as far as I've gotten with all my watercolor design or my color book designs. So I have quite a bit of playroom for designs for color books for future projects in this book. Super happy about that one. Well, this is a book that I've had forever. I'm determined to finish this sketchbook. I think I marked. Did I mark? I thought I put a bookmark in here. I did. Is that where we're at? No. No, that's the end. Oh, nuts. So, I think, yeah, here. So these are pages from previous years. I started this one in 2019, and I'm still working in it. This is a pencil drawing I did last year. It's not quite finished, but I do dig it a lot. I love the Alien franchise, and yeah, I got lost in that for a while. I meant to make this in a whole Alien spread and just never got back to it. So this one is mostly Patreon sketch sessions. The next several books are mostly Patreon sketch session books. I have I think over 150 videos on my Patreon right now, and most of them are sketch session videos. So you get to see a glimpse into what's on the Patreon if you want to come over and play along. But we did dragons. I didn't want to fill in the blank spaces because I like the way this looks. And the overdrawing of the wing over this particular dragon eye that's looking this way. Yeah, cool, super cool. This was a weird sketch session. I have some magazines, Imagine FX magazines that I draw from as well. So I will try to copy other people's creatures and see if I can do the same kinds of things. That's what these are. Those are fun ideas. Thick paper. This was a fun sketch session page. I love this I love this page. This was such a fun, relaxing video. We did mushrooms and dragons. Dragon on a mushroom, dragon coming down on the mushrooms, a little dragonfly on mushrooms. It was just a fun time. I really love I love how they turned out. I really do. But the graphite, once again, shines. There we go, that's better. It's so shiny, you don't get a real feel for the drawings. Yeah, so fun. I also have a dragon book that I've been drawing and painting from as well. Oh, I got new red pens, and I was liking the red and gray together. I would like to finish this spread with red and gray, more red and gray drawings. The kitten sleeping I think is adorable, and I love this. I'd like to make this into a sticker. I think he's cool. I think he turned out super cool. He's a favorite. But that red pencil was so fun. It's like he's a battle bee or something. It's just cool. I dig it. I even put battle bee right there. Can you see? I put battle bee down there. That's funny. So I wouldn't forget, because I thought it was funny in the moment. And I do tend to forget those things. Pull that down a bit. A dragon practice for my dragon book. I love the different types of dragons and practicing them in graphite. This cute little chubby dragon, and then this sleek water dragon. Well, he's not a water dragon, he's just flying over the water. I just thought he was cool looking and fun to draw. A nice, that's the June sketch sessions, if you're interested, in Patreon. This is also another sketch session day. Watercolor, colored pencil, and just very different elements. This is a get on Pixabay or Unsplash, and then whatever pictures on the first page, don't refresh, you don't get to refresh, whatever grabs your attention, no matter what it is, attempt to draw or paint it. That's why I draw. There's so much weirdness going on this page. Ooh, this was a session and this was a session. This I love because it has the my Beam watercolor paints are in here. Look at that glitter. That glitter. Oh, dreamy. But I love how these turned out. This is charcoal and a little bit of colored pencil. And then this is ink, which I've smudged here and there with the watercolor over the top. And that is one of my favorite things to do, is ink and watercolor wash. I love how they turned out. The red was a wrong choice. I was doodling. And I don't like how that turned out at all. I love him. I think he turned out great. Another one from the Dragon books. I plucked him out of a big spread. A beautiful big painting. I just thought he was wonderful. I'm not sure what's going on up there. It was a dragon, but things got away from me. It's a dragon donkey creature. I don't know. And then practicing drawing baby dragons, working out my own designs. Things got crazy up here. And then this, I love. I love this one. It is a... Why are you not focusing? Pay attention to your rules and regulations, sir. This started out as a simple two-color drawing, and then I was using a reference of another dragon. This looks nothing like the reference photo when I got done. The lines on the face are very different. The look on the face is very different. The textures are very different. The sweep of his neck is different. Because this is how you can see the drawing of the dragon in the yellow underneath. The original dragon, the red and yellow. And then this is my dragon over the top. I love how it turned out. I love the colors and the textures, and colored pencil's fun anyways because you can layer colors over colors over colors, and it looks terrible up close, but then you get away and then they blend visually and they look kind of neat. So I dig him. And then this page, this was a plan. I planned something here and then didn't do it, clearly. And then over here, I'm playing with my new Beam watercolor paints, Tree of Life, thought patterns. And just, that's as far as that went. I didn't feel like I could do anything else with it, because this paper is really Bristol papery. And I like the textures in the paint. I think that's dreamy. That's why I stopped, because in person you can really see the textures and the glitter, and I love how it turned out. Kind of far away, it doesn't read as well. But yeah, so that's it for this one. Only have a couple pages left. This will be finished this year, I promise you. It's one of the first ones I'm going to work in. I'm going to sort through all of these, and the ones that only have a couple pages left, they're the first ones. Let me get through to my... Oh, wait a minute, maybe I don't have any 2023 practice in it. I don't, do I? Oh no, this guy. Yes. Yeah, this guy is the only one. Oh, and this unfinished kitty cat one. Okay, so there's a couple. So there's this guy. This is a mixed media pad by Artist Loft. I picked them up at Michael's Craft Store. I believe Artist Loft is that store's brand. But their mixed media paper is really, really nice. It's a nice heavy weight. And I love working on it in this big size. This is a colored pencil ink work with colored pencil and then pastel over the top, which is why there's this loose sheet of paper over the top of him. But yeah, I kind of dig him. I love his textures, and I love his angry looking yellow eye. Look at that. I think it'll look a little like what you want. So there's that. And then nothing, not sure why. Probably just missed the page. This was going to be a kitty cat playing with a fish. And I meant to come back to this and finish and just never got back to it. Oh yes, I did. I didn't like that drawing. So there's this one. And this is pastel and colored pencil as well. It's cute, right? I like him. I think he's cute. And then, is that it? That's it. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more pages in this to fill out. Yep. That's top of the list. Now, this, we only have 4 more books left. Let's do this guy first. I've had this guy for a while. I started him when my aunt was in the hospital. I did some writing there. She has since passed. Why is it being weird? There we go. I've put some of my stickers that I've created this year in here. These are Patreon stickers. These are stickers created just for my shop. They will be up in this year's shop. I'm purposely going to skip that. And then, oh, there's that mountain sticker that I created from the gouache painting. That turned out nice. I love it. And then my rainbow. I clearly love this sticker. But I started this in, when did I start this? 2020. And this year, these are practices of owls from the FX magazine. One of the artists in there did many different cute little owls, and this is going to be a full owl spread at some point. I love owls. That FX magazine as well. This is a drawing session for patrons. We flip through the FX magazine and try to draw the way other people, because I don't draw like this. This is not my style at all, but I would like to loosen up and be able to draw more like this on the fly. Goals for this year. Loving colored pencil. Like, absolutely loving colored pencil. Fell in love with it this past year. So I think these are those duochrome colored, the duo colored pencils. I have a whole set of them. They have multiple colors in the lead. I have a set of these, and that's what these are for. The next several drawings are those. Me just playing around, seeing what I can do with them. I love these. I think they're fantastic. Super fun. Look at that. Fun. I love them. And then there's that eye again. Another Frankenstein. This, I loved her spread, so I recreated it. This kind of fell away from me, but in her face, I really need to practice drawing human faces. Oh, missed a page. Those colored pencils again. The owl. I'm going to zoom in on this a bit so you can better see what's happening. Just fun doodles. Practicing that eye again. I really like that eye. This is those gel sticks. They dry, so you don't have to worry about them too much bleeding over. The yellow that bled over is colored pencil. Oh, this is the gel sticks again, playing around with them. I really like them a lot. Ink and watercolor wash. Just another fun practice that I like to do. I love ink and watercolor wash. These next several are that. There's some oranges or lemons, and then this beautiful flower. I like this camera picture. I think the drawing vintage things is fun. It's in purple gel pen and colored pencil. A little bit of black ink. I was playing with blending medium, and it didn't really work well on this paper. But yeah, that's what that is. A flower. It's supposed to be a flower. Cool frog looking at you. Ink and watercolor wash. Again, both pages. More ink and watercolor wash. It's a fun practice. I should put something in there because these are graphite drawings of little dragons. I love how this one turned out. It's super fun. He's cute, but I love this. Fish, one of those fancy-tailed fish. And I didn't draw on this side because I knew I was going to paint on this side. These are stickers that are going to be up in my shop this coming year. Love these paintings. I might create little postcards out of them. I like their attitude, his little attitude, and his little nonchalant, and the different, that they're both ink and watercolor wash, but how different they both feel. This one feels all smooth and, I don't know, rich, and this one's more light and fun. Yeah, I dig it. And I purposely didn't paint on the back of this because I knew I was going to want to do something with these once I got done with them. So we skipped a nice ink drawing with some colored pencil play. Fun, relaxing evening. Trying to do a coral reef with those gel sticks. Kinda sorta got it. There's a little fishy right there. It's alright. Gouache. Yeah, gouache practice. Not sure why, because I have a gouache book that I'm working on, but this is my whatever sketchbook. Whatever I want to draw in whatever medium, that's this sketchbook. Oh, this is the waterfall drawing. It was terrible. At the park, Chris and I went to Pratt's Falls Park. Blech. And did some walking around. That's why this is in here. And I said, oh man, I have stuff on the back of the board for a future video, and I keep knocking things down. I paid too much attention to details, and it's just a hot, crazy mess. But, I mean, not every drawing is a winner, right? This is the house I stayed at here in Washington when I came back to visit the kids when I was living in New York. A little cabin that I rented with a little stone walkway. And this is a sketch session video as well. These are some of the plants that were in the garden. Yeah. Fun ink and watercolor drawing session. Not sure what... Oh, I didn't want to paint on the back of this. And I like this. That silhouette against the sky, that peeping through. I'm not sure what happened out here. I usually do a couple of paintings on a page, but I don't know. A daisy in watercolor. An attempt at a flower, I'm thinking. One of those Hawaiian flowers. I love this. I love a nice crisp ink drawing. There's something about it. A pop of color somewhere, like a little bit of yellow right there, or some on the buds and the stem, and just leave this. I do like an ink drawing with a pop of color. Playing with watercolor or gouache in the book. This I love. This is sparkly watercolor, or maybe it's, yeah, I did the drawing in pencil, and then I went over it in ink, and then I put in a background of blue, and then I liked the blue, so I went in and put blue and colored it all in, and this is what it looks like. But like up close, there's all kinds of stuff going on. I just love this page. It's a personal favorite. And then this. I was attempting to draw a sailboat just over this, you know, mucked up, muddy page. And part of the reason why it looks the way it does is because of this page. This is just a plant spread that I did, playing with shapes and colors and just goofing around. It's important to goof around in your sketchbooks. And then this is a colored pencil grapes and graphite pears. I really like the grapes. I'm really going to work more on colored pencil this year. I love colored pencil. Colored pencil with a little bit of watercolor wash over the top of it. And same here, a little light pencil drawing and then watercolor. Colored pencil and watercolor again. This is a attempt at a watercolor mountain trail thing situation, landscape. It got away from me, I gotta say. It really got away from me. So on this page we have just doodles. This is a doodle day. I would doodle a little bird on a branch and then put in another branch, and I doodled leaves, and then we doodled trees, and I believe this is a sketch session video as well. Almost all of these are. This was just doodling pumpkins, because I had a big plan in my head to do a big pumpkin piece for October, and it just never worked out. Trying to do watercolor in the sketchbook. It doesn't really take watercolor that well, so there's a little colored pencil over the top of that. And that's it. So this, I was planning on finishing filling this up this year. That didn't happen. These next few were, the plan was to finish filling them up and have a like, look how much art I did this year. But I actually did do quite a lot of art this year, for me. So that's that guy. This one is completely finished, and there is a flip video, an in-depth flip video of my nature sketchbook in the sketchbook playlist, sketchbook flip playlist, if you want to look at that. We'll just go ahead and quickly, this started in 2019. Let's get to the 2023 stuff. I think it's right here. Yes? That's 22. Nope. Oh, here we go. 2023. And we've got some, let's get these guys over a bit. Graphite drawings of pine trees and elements of pine cones. Close-up elements, which is a very good and fun thing to do. To get to know your different kinds of trees, plants, etc., etc. To draw the far away, mid-ground, close-up, in-depth, that kind of thing. Fun, 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 fun. Landscape stuff. I think we're in 23. Or close to. All these flags are for reasons. I might have to think about what reason. But some landscape practice. Ooh. Yeah, this is the gel, those gel sticks. I tried to do plums. I tried to do a watercolor painting over a terrible painting that was down here before, and then put pastel over the top, which is why this looks the way it does. And yeah, hot mess. This spread I love. I love this spread. This was a video, and then this, I think I did the ink part as a part of a video, but colored it in later. But this is those gel sticks again over ink. They're just fun, you guys. They're just super fun. And then this is, I don't know why I keep drawing pastel pictures. A super cloudy, stormy pastel mountainscape drawing. And then, ooh, yeah, this one has kind of a lot of pastel stuff in it. But if you want we're going to just quickly flip through. If you want to go through the in-depth video, with explanations and talking about, then, you know, it's on the channel. But yeah, these are all my practices in this sketchbook. Camera stopped again. We filled this book up. I was so happy to fill this book up because it is not my favorite sketchbook. It lays flat, which is what I love, but it's glued, so any wetness, see, it's falling, this book is falling apart, which is the sign of a well-loved sketchbook, honestly. But the glue is popping apart over time. This is one of my favorite spreads. I would love to make this into a print. Anybody else on board? I just love it. I think it's pretty. I know there's a lot going on, but I love it. I dig my pear, another pastel piece, couple. Ooh, oh, he fell out. This is a YouTube video, I believe. I did an in-depth, this how to blend colored pencils situation in this sketchbook, which was super fun. I love colored pencils. I love this whole spread. I think that would make a fun print. There are different elements of it would make fun. Like this would make a fun little card, and that, and this little guy. Dig it. I just had fun. I just had so much. And this is the nature. I designated this as a nature sketch. So anything in here is drawn from or of natural elements within the world. I love my colored pencil leaf. Dig it. More practices. And we're just quick clipping through this because, once again, in-depth video. Oh, I'm making a mess. On the channel. These are pastel pieces that are in here because I have velour pastel paper that I was working on that I love. And I was trying to recreate that same feeling in here. Wins and fails, you know. I was at the river drawing at one of the parks in New York. That was super close to my apartment. I love this whole spread too. I think it's fun. This color doesn't really go with the whole scheme, which is one of my, like, wishes that I stuck with the purples, but still love it. I love this. It was fun, 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 fun. Suddenly I'm Tigger. This was a sketch session. Fun time. I think just me practicing with different elements of watercolor. I don't know. I love this. I like to do this. Create little shapes on the page and then come back later and do a spread. I think that's a fun thing to do. Yeah, dig it. And then this is the very last page. And then this is the cover. See, it's falling right off the book. And the book is well loved and well used, and this is my nature focused practice sketchbook. And I succeeded, and I'm thrilled that that's full. Then we have humans, which I did not do a lot of drawing of the humans this year, so don't be scared with the size of the book. We're almost done, I swear. Let me get to the beginning. I should have marked my page and I did not. Yeah, I love him. He's a 2020 painting. He just looks so angry. Alright, I think that's 2020. I love my bunnies spread, but those are old as well. Oh yeah, 100, this is where I started this year. I was continuing on with my 100 Heads challenge. And yeah, I love her. I think she turned out beautiful. These ones up here, and this is supposed to be Jim Carrey. And I picked a really just a reference photo where he looked so sad. I just wanted to give him a big hug, like, dude, if you need a hug, just call me, dang. But it didn't turn out that well. These, I think, turned out really well. I loved the colors, the different colored pencils, and the softness, and the, like, just, yeah. I'm getting better, and I like the circular elements that I put in as well. More heads. I'm gonna take another drink of water, sorry. She scares me. I got weird with the colored pencil choices, and she just looks angry. And then these I thought just were fun to do. It's Tombow marker and a gold marker. And this is Tombow marker and just a blue glitter marker. Look at that sparkle. So fun. I think she turned out really cool. She is a, let's do that, from one of the FX magazines. I probably won't do anything on that page. Oh, maybe I will. Hold on. Here's where I skip. I skipped a section because I wanted to finish the 100 heads in here. And she was part of my 100 heads challenge. So, and then I took a class from Aaron Blaze, part of a class, which I need to finish this year. As one of the goals is drawing humans. And I did the class on this, and then did extra practice. I cut up this large sheet of paper that I did the class on and glued it into the book. So that's what the next several pages are. Me filling up the pages. We did some basic eye-shaped drawings, and then I did a bunch of other drawings on top after the fact to practice doing different kinds of eyes, which was super fun. It looks crazy as a page, but it was very fun. This is the same person. Those eyes are the same person. It's just nuts. And then there's her. And then that's just glued in there, so that's that page. And then we're going to do more practice over here. And I was going to do more down here, I just haven't got there. And that was back in March. And then noses, just nose practice. And there's more down here. A little flip out. I was going to draw on the back of this and draw more noses over here. Let's see. And then, oh, this was going to be my ears. This is ears. Ear practice, so like the different elements of ears on the head. Yeah, so there's that to get through, and then over here was mouths. This is all for the class, and then I wanted to not waste the paper, so I folded it in 3 and glued it into the book, and thought we'd get back to that later. Did a little bit of watercolor wash, and then we moved on to the ballerina spread. Which I actually love, the soft pink and the gray. I think it's really pretty. And then, trust me, there's not a lot of work in here, to me, for this year. Different reference photos from different areas, some from the FX magazine, some from Pixabay and Unsplash. Bodies in movement. I like bodies in movement, or action, or storytelling. Copies of some of the FX art that I really loved. I loved this artist's use of color and shape. This is the same artist. And then this is another, these are sketch sessions. These are sketch sessions on Pinterest, or Patreon. Yeah. Ink and watercolor, ink and graphite, a little bit of pen, And yeah, just really fun. And I threw a butterfly and a fish in there for some reason. No idea. Ink and colored pencil and watercolor. Cute, cute. I don't know why there's... Oh, because I thought I grabbed my animals, which is the next one, sketchbook. They're the same kind of sketchbook, just different. So we got arbitrarily some birds in there, and then more people. This is also a couple of different sketch sessions. I like this. It doesn't stand out immediately. To me, it kind of blends into the background of his, but isn't she beautiful? I love that. And it's those gel sticks once again. And colored pencil, ink, watercolor. There's all kinds of stuff going on this page. And this was over scribbles that my granddaughter did in the book. Scribbles that my granddaughter did, and then over the top of it are drawings. And I just think it makes the sketchbook look more sketchbooky, I guess, just more interesting. And maybe I should work in some elements like this into my original finished pieces. Some mark making. This here is the original practice of this character. I didn't like how it was turning out, so I just moved over a little bit and tried again. And then I did her as a third face on the book, and I like how it looks. It looks neat. And I like her pose. It's all soft and moody. And this was me playing with watercolor and doing that, smash the pages together and pull it apart and see what textures it'll make, and then do some splatter, and then doing drawing on top of it. I like doing that. I think it looks cool. I like his eyes. Some of the proportions on him were a little off, but overall I really like it. And I think that's it. Yeah, we got all these pages to fill up. But we're halfway there. We're like halfway there, which is amazing. So, gonna finish filling that up with more humans. And then this is my animals. Well, this is the cover for the humans sketchbook. There's a... yeah. And then this is the cover for the animals sketchbook, which I love. Also, this was also done with... I got on a kick and did them all with Posca pen, which is super fun. Again, these are Artist Loft books that I've had for a long time, for years now. I got them on sale at Michael's for $5 each, which is a steal for something so thick. But I don't really like working in these hardbound books. It's not my favorite. I think these are last year's, right? Did I put a year on these? I did. Yep, my hippos are last year. So if you want to know about the hippos, you'll have to go to last. These are Patreon from last year. Let's see. Yeah, this is last year as well. Let's find this. Did I date any of this? Oh, here we go. 2023. Starts right here. Right here. And this is my animals book, so this is strictly animals. I thought this was cute. I did the birds first, and then I threw the cat in. Because I thought the cat looking at the bird was funny. This is marker and pen. Pencil and watercolor. Graphite, ink and graphite. I like him, he turned out super cute. He's very chubby. This guy is just too cute for words. I mean, look at him. Can't even stand it. There's a version of him as a Patreon sticker and a Patreon art piece. And then this, I love this little spread. I was practicing drawing, are they badgers? Yeah. I think in graphite, And I think it turned out really nice. I do love a nice spread. And then, yeah, once again, I like taping off. These are those gel pens again, those ink King Art gel pens. And then to fill it in, I did some ink jellies on the side, which I think turned out cool. I'm gonna tuck this under there for a minute. And then I love my Raven. He's ink pen work, brush pen, and watercolor over the top. I think he turned out neat. I should probably make him into a print or something, right? I like the darkness of it. Once again, those gel sticks. I don't know what I was thinking. It was fun though. It was a lot of fun. I think that's also a video for patrons. Most of this whole book is patron stuff. And the occasional shared on YouTube sketch with me video. But yeah, I love my bird spread. Super fun. I keep doing this one particular guy, don't I? I like his look. He's funny. And he looks all saucy. This one I was trying to paint just with watercolor and no ink work. Gouache. My kitty cat pages. My kitty cat spread. So we have gouache practice. I think he's funny. This was pink square, and then I put the gray kitty on top. And I really like that pink peeking through the whole of him. I love him. And then the little ink kitties around the side. I think that's fun. I like that. And then this was supposed to be a puppy's spread. I might come back and put more dogs in here. This is just a quick sketches of, what dogs are these? The super friendly ones. If you hear a child talking in the background, in the distance, it's my granddaughter Astrid. She just got up from her nap. But this is a colored pencil piece that's not quite finished, but I do love how it was turning out. And it is a video. Just that he was so cute, I could not. And I'm in love with colored pencil, but they do take a long time. Colored pencil piece, and this is a swatch of all the colors I was using on him. And then I had a particular dog that I was going to put here, but I didn't get back to it. Graphite drawing, gel, the King Art gel is what all the color is. This is those many colored pencils. He's a video as well with, and then I put the King Art behind him later, like days later. This was a page that had a lot of watercolor on it. I don't know what I was thinking, but I created this watercolor page and I didn't like any of the colors on it later, so I painted over it with gouache. This is a gouache painting of these beautiful fish over the top. I don't know if I like this or not, but it is a video. And then, ooh, I really like this spread with the different elements, the different, the little snail dudes. This is bugs over here, and then an arbitrary raven or a crow. I don't know. And then this big chicken. This is colored pencil and ink, graphite, ink work with just a dot of, looks like highlighter. And then this is ink drawing with a little circle of color around it. I liked the graphite drawings. I thought they were pretty. And then this crazy rooster dude with the King Art background, gel stick background. And I'm probably not going to put anything on here because it'll ruin this unless it's a light drawing. So I skipped over here and did this cute little birds on mushrooms ink drawing. I love him. Colored pencil. This is my colored pencil spread. There we go. I had just gotten my set of King Art or Castle Art colored pencils and was playing with them, and they, once again, They do take a long time to do this. This takes no time at all. It's basically scribbling. But he's cute, right? And then this guy is unfinished, but super cool. I was loving how he was turning out. I actually found the card reference photo. I made my guy a little different than the reference photo. Basic same pose though. Was loving it. And then a sea life spread. Bob, the bobtail squid. I thought that was funny. But that's what he is. He's a squid, a bobtail squid. And I forget what he is. Jelly, whale, manatee, birds. This is my three-eyed alien bird because the eye got away from me, and then I was just like, all right, fine, never mind. We'll just create an alien bird, so that's what he is. And then he's just a cool looking bird. This one creeps out Chris. I think that's funny. Another little spread of watercolor and ink. Love it. I'm trying to get through these pretty quickly. This is a drawing that I did for YouTube. This is a YouTube video. I love the softness of it. They're supposed to be white birds, so that's why it's so soft looking. And then we have, chinchillas over here on this side, and this guy. And then that's a little fat field mouse in colored pencil. I like this one, and then this one, and then this one, and then that one. He was kind of, yeah, practicing deer, and then my cute little sheep dude. And then over here we've got bird, butterfly. This is more ink and watercolor wash. More ink and watercolor wash. This was a whole practice one day. I like him. I like my crabby dude. I like the splashiness of it. Yeah, the bright vibrancy. I mean, I thought that was funny as well. The proportions, of course, are off, but I thought it was funny. Just the placement, right? This was a day, and then this was later, and I believe they're all videos, either on Patreon or I did this drawing. I loved it. Astrid got in the book and scribbled all over my drawings. I may go over this with gouache or ink or just paint over it at some point. I don't know. My sea life spread using just watercolor, and I didn't like it with just watercolor, so I did come in and put a little bit of ink on those too. My sloths spread, because they're cute. And then foxes and bunnies. I like this down here. I think that's pretty. And these guys. And my owls spread. Sometimes I just pick an animal and I just concentrate on it and do a whole spread of that animal and doing different things. Because it's fun. And then sometimes I do this. Cute little cartoon. Look at him. Yeah, a little crabby dude. Yeah. Another sea life spread. Ink and watercolor. Just so fun. And then, wow, a failed page. I don't know what this is supposed to be. No idea. A horse walking along, and I think this is graphite with watercolor on top. The watercolor tends to lock the graphite in a little bit. More birds. Why? Because the watercolor, just watercolor and colored, or it looks like colored pencil. This one looks like watercolor colored pencils. Watercolor pencils? A little pencil drawing, and then I put watercolor over the top. Turned out pretty cute. And then this is an unfinished spread because I did not like how my kitty cat was turning out, so I just skipped it. So we just skipped it. And sometimes I leave that. I won't ever finish those. And then this I thought was fun. Once again, doing some elements first, like circles and squares, and then going in and figuring out what I was going to draw in all the areas. So that's what this is. And this is a video as well for patrons. It was a fun day. It was a super fun day. And this is an unfinished spread. I like the bear, the horse, the butter. It's a weird spread though, right? There's a cat, there's a butterfly, a bear, and a horse. I don't know what's going on. This I loved. I loved this. I do love painting and drawing turtles, but the splatter of the watercolor background, I love the watercolor background so much. Dig it. I was on a kick apparently. This is different whales and a turtle. Fun. I love it. Ink and watercolor wash. Ink and watercolor wash. My favorite. Little ink drawings. Astrid Estelle art. I put her name right. This is her page. Not the flower. The scribbles. Yeah. I did this and I was really liking it, and then I wanted to do a little like fox or something. The proportions got away from me. Looks like a cross between a human and an animal. Kind of creeps me out a little bit. Another Astrid page to paint over later. And then this is a graphite day. I just wanted to do some graphite drawings. Once again, they're shiny with the light. They kind of look pale, but they're not. If I just tilt the page a bit, the shine goes away. And this one I put a little bit of sparkly watercolor behind to make him pop. Astrid Estelle, probably just leave that. This actually recently, which is why there's little dots of oil pastel, was going to be a big gouache painting, which I have a sticky right here that I was supposed to use gouache to do this. I did not. The big piece is an actual YouTube video, which had to be time-lapsed because it took 4 or 6 hours to do. It is a big, tall canvas, which I love how it turned out, but it was a process. But this was the inspiration for that large piece. This is drawings done over the top of pastel that was smudged all over the page. Yeah, I dig it. Ink and watercolor. Just different bug. This is a bug page. Cute little bug page. And more Astrid. Do we have more me stuff in here? I don't think so. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, that's an Astrid page. Oh, for some reason I skipped a bunch, probably because Astrid scribbled on them and I was not feeling it. So I got on this page, which she also scribbled on after the fact. I did this cat, this cool raven dude, and this little colored pencil mouse, which I was so proud of. And I stepped away for a second and came back to this. So no more leaving my sketchbooks out with the granddaughter loose. But yeah, we've got this many pages left to fill. So a little over halfway through this one. Very happy about that. And that's it, you guys. That's all the sketchbooks that I've gotten through. All the work in sketchbooks that I've done this year. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Would you rather I waited until the sketchbook was full and flipped through the entire thing? Or do you like these year-end, what I did in sketchbooks this year, flip video things? Let me know in the comments below what you prefer. And I will adjust accordingly in so much as I want to. Because it really is, at the end of the day, about being happy with your creative process. So yeah, that's where we're at, and that's where I'm going to leave it. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great evening. Bye.